shared with our players that what a great place to play, where if you win a conference or division championship, you put 500 some yards on the board, you still feel like you didn't play very well. And you win whatever straight conference games or whatever. I'm not sure what all that stuff's going on, but no place there's no place else you'd rather play or coach that you have high expectations. And so the good thing is we won a championship, division championship. It gives us a ticket to the championship game, and then we can all focus on our rivals. So certainly could have played a little better in some areas. A turnover thing, and then the missed tackle. Good in the game. We get out of that thing with only giving up 20 points after those turnovers. You're pleased, but just that big hit the kid had, the 90-yarder, and then that last one just sits in your stomach the wrong way. So we got to get some work to do. Answer your questions.
Front row, right, Tim?
Yeah, Urban, last week you were asking about Jalen Marshall and the turnovers and how they kind of flipped that game. Today you had the big game. The punt return was kind of flipped things. Just talk about what kind of week he had and what you saw out of him today.
Well, we want to have we have to stop. First of all, we have to stop the turnovers, and there's going to be a ridiculous amount of effort on pressure on the coaches too to make sure we're all teaching the right stuff. And I'm seeing, Mike Thomas is down here, so we got to get that fixed. But I never want to have a program where there's not aggressiveness in it. And, same with JT, too. There's a miscommunication, a ball tipped, miscommunication on the second pick. But then I don't want to still keep it 200 yards, and it's just want that kind of team. And sometimes you can make a mistake. As long as the mistake's not effort related, we're okay. Once it becomes effort related, you got a really bad team. And I don't think I'm going to watch it real close, but I know it was effort related.
But I'm talking about Jalen today. I mean, compared to this time a week ago.
Oh, you asked me a question, didn't you?
Yeah.
I disrespect him. So I might as well. Jalen, once again, I guess that was a long way of saying that once again, if there's an effort problem, Jalen Marshall will play. And that's not an effort issue with him. He's a talented guy, and I think that was good for his confidence. He's going to be around here a while. He's only a freshman, and a very talented freshman. And he's carrying a lot of the load now. That position was banned by him and Dante, and now it's all him. And a young guy by the name of Noah Brown's coming on too.
Front row left, Bill.
You as a coach are focused on just winning the game and not the broader picture, but there is a broader picture. This game's not going to be the kind of outcome that's going to impress those kind of people. Where are you as a team right now? Do you feel like
we're conference division champions? We won a bunch of games in a row. We have some work to do. Sometimes in college football, things don't go exactly as scripted. Kind of went out, we jumped out to 14-0 lead, and the stadium was dead, and we were dead, and then the stadium, we were very much appreciative of that stadium. The second half was outstanding, and our guys played like it. So we're working on it. I mean, we just got to, I guess you would, whatever the score was, somewhat of a close call. We just have to play better, but we still are division champs.
Front row right, both. Urban, Kevin Fulton, one of the best running backs in the country, obviously. For much of the game, you guys had it's really two runs that account for so much of his stuff. How do you, obviously you guys played back-to-back great running backs and kind of had a couple of runs that have squirted out. How do you kind of get that fixed?
Well, Kevin Wilson is a good friend of mine. I grabbed him before the game. I guess he didn't play against us last year. He was hurt. I said, where are you? I didn't know that he was there. And I started to get that close. And you watch this kid, I remember on Wednesdays, every Wednesday I started watching him. I started watching that game against Rutgers last week, 300 yards. And the thing is incredible. He gets in his second year, now it's over. I asked Kevin about him. He says he's a great Christian kid, a great kid. Wishing all in the NFL. That's what his desire is. He's a really good back. He's a top 10 guy. Maybe higher than that.
Far back left in Boston.
Urban, there was a report a couple days ago that Noah has appealed Spence on Tuesday. Is that something you can confirm or address maybe his status moving forward?
I do not know much about it. I think there is an appeal. I'm not involved in the appeal. I think there is. I can't confirm it tonight. I don't really know the specifics of it. I think there is.
Front row right, Todd.
Urban, a couple of 10-minute quickies. Got up 14-0. What happened? You said that you guys were dead, but
well, we kept being aggressive when we turned Dante over. One was a miscommunication by JT. One was a tip ball that Evan Spencer usually catches that thing. And then Mike Thomas is one that we got to get corrected because they have a tendency to keep that thing low. And we wanted to come out and keep going and going. I'll say backfire, he's going to take care of the ball.
And then, do you think the extra, I don't know, attention, the Heisman talk affected JT at all this week?
I'd like to say no, but I've done this a long time, so it's something that I'm sure is going to come out here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a neat kid, and it's just, when you hear the word Heisman, I've been there a few times, watch what goes on there, I'm not sure that's, the mouth starts to go dry and all those kind of things, we mentioned Heisman. And so did that happen with him? I'd like to think not, but I also been around for a while, so probably just, we're going to manage the stuff.
Far left, Doug.
Urban, we know JT's been so good this season. When he does make mistakes, or when things go wrong with like a couple things, how does he react?
Oh, like a mature guy, very disappointed in himself. Tom Herman, a lot of times I on purpose, I count 20 backwards. I'm not the greatest quarterback coach. We don't need to be hammered a little bit on the sideline. And Tom will make comments like he's the most accurate passer he's had, and gets his confidence back up. You know, JT also missed about 3 of them today that were pretty open. And so, but he also made some great throws. So JT responds past his years, like a junior or senior, you would imagine, and just disappointed with himself. Let's go to the next series. And the good thing is he's never a blamer. You know, it's not this, I thought, hey, it's your fault. And I think Steve Young talked about that once. The greatest thing a leader can do is say, that was on me. Follow me, we'll get it done next. That's kind of leader he is.
And I mean, you're at this point in the schedule now. Michigan, Big Ten title game, postseason. The team you have going into that, what's your confidence level in the team you have for that stretch?
Well, great. I'll tell you more after Wednesday's practice, but we're week to week like most teams in the country. You know, you see it every week that someone gets upset and someone loses a game that they shouldn't lose. And we, 2-score win over Indiana at home. And but all focus is we don't worry about above and beyond this next week. We know the history of this game. You know, regardless of records, regardless of anything, the most motivated, most prepared team will win this next game. And that's this rivalry. I know this rivalry. And this is the most prepared team, the most focused team to win this game.
And last two, far right, Clay.
Speaking of that, how does the pace for next week change around the Woody?
Well, it's big time. The players will get tired of hearing that song when I was playing, and it's nuts. It's insane. The same way it was when Coach Bruce was in 1986 when I first experienced my first rivalry game. It's different. Everything's awesome. It's another song. It's just the whole Woody changes for this game. We're honored to play it. We understand our responsibility of it too.
And far left, Ari, last question.
Urban, since you got here, you talked about the importance of bringing along the H-back position. Jalen today had a short route he took long, had a punt return, receiver downfield, and an out route. Seemed like it might have been the most complete game you got from an H-back. Is that fair to say?
That's good. I think we have to recruit 4 more guys like that. So if you guys know any guys that want that big numbers at H, that's what we to answer your question, that's what we look for in that position.
Great.
You do those little clips too. And, dynamic guy. Thank you.
Thank you.